All right, so now how does this work? All right, what do we got going on here? So these two things are the same. So x squared plus 0x minus 4 and x squared minus 4x, because this is a 0, which means it does not need to actually be there. All right, so same idea here. Is there a GCF? Look at that first. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the longer process with this one with a 0 in it. And then I'm going to show you kind of the shortcut, quick way to do this for with the second one. It's the same thing. So normally what I would do is I'd look at this and I'd say, all right, well, that means the signs are different. I want factors of 4. All right, well, it's either 1 and 4 or 2 and 2. All right, I need it to add to 0. All right, so I need it to add to 0. So that means the signs are different. So I put a minus on these. I add these together. That gives me 3. That gives me 0. So there's my factors. It's x minus 2 times x plus 2. Now, hopefully you're kind of looking at that and thinking to yourself, well, if it has to add up to 0, then aren't they always going to be the same number with opposite signs? And the answer to that is yes. All right. So the short way to do this is you know that it has to be two sets of parentheses. All right. We know that there's going to be an x and an x in here. There's going to be a plus and a minus always. All right. And then what we do is we take this number. This only works if it's a perfect square. And we take the square root of it and we get 2. And that gives me a 2 and a 2. So this is the short way to do it. All right, you can just take the parentheses, automatically gets an x plus and an x minus, take the square root, plug it in there. All right, but this on this side over here, this is how it fits into what we have been doing. All right, if I recognize that this has a shortcut, then I can go right through and do it. All right, and this is the easiest one. So when I'm factoring something, this is always what I look at first. Is it the difference of two perfect squares? If it's not, then I move on and do whatever else I have to do. If it is, it's quick, and I'm usually done pretty fast.